We, the Hongik Ingan, must greatly expand our areas of activity and shed our physical forms. We were born on this land, bearing the historical mission of our nation that was taught to us during our growth. What you taught us should be engraved in our bones, and we should have grown while conducting research. You were born on this land bearing the historical mission of our nation. This statement is the first one that has been spoken since the beginning of humanity. It is said that when we grow, we must honor the spirit of our ancestors. Since you were born into a society shaped by the grievances of your ancestors, you must resolve those grievances. Each person is born with their own talents, so you must develop and cultivate them to achieve independence. Each person finds and does their own work. Now is the time to contribute to the common good of humanity in this way. Become the people that humanity needs. This is the essence of Hong's human education. We should reflect on whether we have lived and worked with that in mind. They say they will give a little more, so we cling to the cross, cling to God, cling to Buddha, and bow to stones. While we only tried to gain, did we study and elevate our mass? Humanity has grown our intellectuals through countless sacrifices to nurture the great individuals of the red. If we have grown amidst sacrifices, we must acknowledge how much sacrifice was made by those who raised each intellectual. We cannot simply live without recognizing this. We must repay that is what intellectuals are. If the society in South Korea has nurtured intellectuals, then as an intellectual, you must know how to find what your role is. If I find my own role and do it, that strength is given by the heavens. Instead of trying to receive heavenly grace, if you focus on improving yourself, grace will come naturally. The power of nature is used like that. While it is said that this is a lecture, because I ask questions and draw out teachings from you, this is the teaching among teachings. Such teachings have never emerged since the creation of humanity, and they will not appear again until the end of this world and the end of the earth. This scripture is the jewel among jewels, and it will become the shining textbook for humanity and the scripture of the future. We need to manage this well and ensure it is used properly for humanity. These are the things we must carry on. So we have gathered before the Master to bring forth this scripture anew. This is also our task. When I listen to this teaching, the energy I receive reflects how much I have studied. The teachings are transformed into the energy of my soul, based on how much I absorb. If this is the law we have received, then this is the law deity. The law deity does not come from anywhere. The law deity is not a god that comes from somewhere. The law itself is a spiritual power, and this is the law deity. If you accumulate this in your soul, you become the law god yourself. As you accumulate this to the extent that you do, you become the law God, and what you discern is what the law God discerns, and what you say happens. Because the law God speaks, this law God does not come from any deities. The Dharma itself is the truth, and if the Dharma is correct, then as much as you accept and absorb it, you become the Dharma deity. This is how Buddhas are born. The Dharma deity is the Buddha. If you protect the Dharma and accumulate more than before, once you rise to a certain mass, you will start to use the power of the Dharma deity. And as you rise further, it becomes the complete Dharma deity that moves. To become a Buddha, one must uphold the law. One cannot become a Buddha through sorcery, deceit, or trickery. Only through the law can one become a Buddha. That is why we teach the study of the Buddha and the study of Avalokiteshvara. No Buddha has ever appeared in this world, nor has Avalokiteshvara. What emerges from now in this post-heaven era is what we call Hongik Ingan. Even if it's just one person, there must be a voyeur, and even if it's just one person, there must be a Buddha. These Hongik Ingan must burn their lives for the world and leave. Don't underestimate yourself. Each individual becomes the light of this society. That will happen in the future. Starting with South Korea, we will see how this society changes. If we just wait a little longer, let's work hard together. Please subscribe and like.